Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this. Ready. Flag. Watching it go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end of this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. 53. Check. It's going to be a long day.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston now. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Winston sneaking it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You must be getting tired of seeing this.
Winston to throw it this time. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
54, down. Go.
Here's Ryan. Jones has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready. Shot 25. 52 right here. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Wall. Hey, free play. 25.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready to... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. At 25. Take me out. Gun. Mike 51.
On third down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crack. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Wait. Mike 51.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Jones. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back.
He's got him in. Complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 45 yards.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ryan. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Take 4.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got room. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, you don't want to see me. 22. Check.
Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Complete to Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Again, Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw again on second down. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Ready? Back to the back. We want it. Come to my world. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from Buffalo. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's third down.
Hey, ready? 280. 52. I'm trying to collect. 51, Sam. Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Hey, let's get this, get this. Hey, Haywood. Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Jameis now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down.
Ready? Flag! What is that?
Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Vic Beasley in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Check 9. Hey, 59, ready.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And an alley to run. And he cuts it right into space. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Benny Logan in there on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Mike, ready,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Freeman again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming? Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 34 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
51, sub! Check 52, the mic. Check 50, ready to go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down. The Falcons on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4.
11. Hey, Foxtrot.
Ryan will throw again. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Delta.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 52's the ball. Check 50. Hey, check.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 58 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take
Let's go,
over
Falcons.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5.